Hao joins me now from Shanghai. He's the managing director for Greater China at BCD Travel. It was back in May, I think you were interviewed by my colleague Sean Calebs, and the two of you were discussing all this pent-up demand for tourism. Of course, since that time, we've seen these COVID clusters. We just talked about a couple more. They've been popping up ever since. What kind of impact has that had on the industry? Is that making people skittish to travel?
Yes, definitely, Mike. So what is happening, I think, is that we did see a very good season in July. The summer seasons have always been hot with all the students coming off school. However, I think the season was short-lived because of the COVID situation in Nanjing back in August. So that has come to an abrupt end. In terms of air traffic, we do see that the first 2 weeks of September has been coming back with increasing number of air traffic, but with the situation in Putian in Fujian province right now, so I think we're seeing a dip this week in terms of the tourism and travel.
Jonathan, I have a friend who is traveling from Switzerland to China because she wants to attend the Montreux Jazz Festival in Hangzhou. And she's been on social media talking about all the different steps she has to take. She has to leave early because of the quarantine requirements. So I suspect you probably aren't getting that many international travelers who are willing to jump through the hoops that they need to. So is it domestic travel that's really making up for that lost sector, and can it make up?
Yes, I think definitely to a certain degree, yes. China is a very big country, and you have all kinds of scenes and activities like the sun and beaches in Sanya, the cold and north, the more exotic places like Xinjiang, Tibet, Yunnan, Guizhou, and of course the very soon to be opened Universal Studio theme park in Beijing. That is very hot right now. So there's definitely a lot of places to go. However, I think it cannot be compared exactly with the allure of international travel. So we do see that there are some positive steps right now from the Hong Kong government where the Come to Hong Kong scheme allows for a certain number of visitors from China meeting their criteria to go to Hong Kong without quarantine. So that is definitely a right step in the right direction.
In the story we just aired, you know, these incentives, free tickets. I mean, are there ways to kind of gin up support, get more people out to travel?
Yes, definitely. We're seeing the tourism attractions and also the airlines and hotels. They have a lot of promotions, and the airlines are actually throughout last year and this year they're having these plans where you pay a fixed amount and you can travel unlimited number of flights. So that is definitely helping with the operations of tourism. And, you know, tourism is one of the industry that is hired a lot of people, provides a lot of stable employments for the population. So we're definitely seeing that.
Jonathan, predictions for the Mid-Autumn Festival. I mean, this is peak travel season, as we were just saying. How do you expect it to come out this year compared to years past?
Yeah, so the consensus right now certainly is going to be very slow this Mid-Autumn Festival. And in fact, if we look at the indicative advance bookings, and it looks like the prices are one of the lowest for all Mid-Autumn festivals historically. So I think there are two reasons for that. First is the Putin situation, and the government is calling for everyone to avoid any non-essential travel. And secondly, almost all the schools in China are encouraging the students to stay where they are. So basically, if you're a parent, it's going to be very difficult to travel with your children. So I think probably it'll be a slow season, and with only really the population segment of between 20 to 30 years old, where they're not going to school and they don't have children. These are the guys that are traveling.
Jonathan, great insights. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.